Hello guys, welcome to another video from the Best Maths Academy. In this video I'm gonna solve mathematics paper 1 non-calculator which came in EDEXCEL exam May 2019. Let's start. So first question is about the probability. There are only blue cubes, red cubes and yellow cubes in a box. The table shows the probability of taking a random blue cube from the box. So the number of red cubes in the box is same as the number of the yellow cubes in the box. So complete the table. So we're gonna complete the table here. So the hint is given here. So highlight the hint or just underline it. The number of the red cubes in the box is same as the number of the yellow cubes. It means red and yellow is same. So you learn about the probability that all the probability when you add together is going to be make 1. So there's a different way to do this question. I do 1 take away 0.2. So 1.0 take away 0.2. So I'm going to write 1.0 because when you take a decimal you're going to do like this. So 0 take away 2 you can't do it. So 10, that's going to be 8. This becomes 0, 0.8. So the answer is going to be 0.8. Now so say that this is going to be the same here and here. So how you can get the same? If you half it, so half of 0.8 is going to be 0.4. So this is going to be 0.4 here and this is going to be 0.4 here as well. So when you add all these, this makes 1. B part. So in B part, so it's saying there are 12 blue cubes in the box. Work out the total number of the cubes in the box. So I'm going to write down here. So 12 box, 12 blue is equal to 0.2, the probability which is given in the question over here. Okay, so 12 is equal to 0.2. So we need to get up to 100%. There's a different way to do this question. I can show you both way. It's up to you. So 0.2 is actually 20%. We know this one. So this is 20%. So to get 100% we times by 5, then we times by 5. So this is going to be 100%. Then when you do on one side you must do the same thing on the other side. So I'm going to time this by 5 as well. So this is going to be 60. So the total number of the cubes in the box is going to be 60. So the other way to do these questions, I can show you this as well. So 0.2 probability is equal to 12 cubes. So we know the sum of the probability is equal to 1. So to make this 1 I can times by 5 here. So this become 1. So then I times must by 5 here as well. So this becomes 60. So yeah, 60 cubes. So you get the same answer. So move to question number 2 now. Word problem. There needs 50 gram of sugar to make 15 biscuits. So make sure when you get the word problem, so highlight the main points. So 50 gram of sugar to make 15 biscuits. So you can write it down here. 50 gram sugar to make 15 biscuits. Okay, she also need 3 times as much flour as sugar. So 3 times as much flour as sugar. So how much is sugar? 50 grams. So 3 times is going to be just times by 3. So 50 times 3 is going to be 150 gram. She need flour to make 15 biscuits. And for butter, 2 times as much butter as sugar. How much is sugar? Is 50 grams. So it's 2 times is going to be 2 times as much butter. So 50 times 2 is going to be 100 gram butter is she make 15 biscuits. Okay, the question now, Dion is going to make 60 biscuits. She need to make 60 biscuits. So work out how the amount of the flour she needs. So we need to find the flour, how much flour she need. So from here, so this is our main point, we're gonna get the answer from here. So for 15 biscuit she need 150 gram of flour. I'm gonna write down here. So 150 gram flour, she can make 15 biscuits. Okay, so we need to get 60. So for 60 biscuit, how many flour she's gonna need? So you can see here from 15. So in this question you can uh, try to make this in your mind, that you can times or you can divide it. So 15 times what, you get 60. I times by 4. So 15 times 4 you get 60. So for 60 biscuit, so this equation, so when you do one thing on the one side of equation, you must do on the other side. I times by 4 here as well. So 150 times by 4, so 4 times 0 is going to be 0, and 15 times 4 is going to be 600. So 600 gram of flour she need to make 60 biscuits. So I can write our answer is going to be 600 gram. Yeah, so easy peasy. B part. So Dion has to buy all the butter she needs to make 60 biscuits. She buys the butter in 250 gram packs. So she bought the butter in 250 gram of pack. So but we don't have a packs here. So this is asking about the butter. So I can add the butter here. So for 100 gram butter, she can make 15 biscuits. Okay, now for 60 biscuit, we're gonna find it how many grams she need butter. So same thing again, we times by 4 here and times by 4 here as well. So this become 400 and this becomes 60. For 60 biscuits she need 400 gram of butter. Now she bought the pack, so one pack is 250. So we're gonna find out how many packs she need. So we need 400 gram of butter, guys. So we need 400 gram of butter. So we need to find how many packs we need to buy. So 250, if we add 250 plus 250 is going to be 500, and she need 400. It means we need 2 packs, because this one pack and this one pack. So she need 2 packs of butter. So once it's going to be 2, and you get 5 marks. Easy peasy, guys. Question number 3, find the highest common factors of 72 and 90. Easy peasy question, 2 marks. There's a different way to do this question, so I like tree diagram. And so to do this question, I'm gonna write 72 here. I'm gonna draw a tree. So find two numbers. When you times, you get 72. I know is 8 times 9. So both are not prime number. We're gonna carry on. So 8, I can do 2 and 4. So 2 is prime number. I'm gonna put the circle around 2. So 4, this is gonna be 2 and 2. So both are prime number. I can put the circle. So 9, so this is going to be 3 and 3. So both is prime number. I can put the number. So we got all prime number here. So now let's do with 90. So 90, you can start with 2 as well. There's a different way. So I'm gonna do easy. I do 10 times 9 is 90. So 10, I can do 2 and 5, and 9 I can do 3 and 3. So I got all prime numbers. So to find HCF, you can get 1 mark to do this one. So when you get the question, show your working out, you can get some marks. So for 72, I got 3 2's. So I can write it down, 2 times 2 times 2 here. So I got 2 2's, sorry, 2 3's. So when you times all, you get 72. So for 90, I got 1 2 and I got 2 3's. So just make sure you write the same number underneath this number, and I got 5 here. Okay, now find the same number. So I got 1 pair here, same number, so I got same number over here, so one pair make one number, so this became 2 here times by this 3 and times by this 3. So means two numbers make one number because the same we're gonna write once time. So 2 times 3 is 6, 6 times 3 is 18. So answer is 18. So the 18 is the highest common factors of 72 and 90. In question 4, so here we have the front elevation, side elevation, and sorry guys, so it's given, so we have to draw a sketch of this shape and make sure we're gonna draw the dimension of the, sorry, we're not gonna miss this one as well. So we got this rectangle, and this is a circle. So this is going to be only one shape, is a cylinder. So we're gonna draw, we can draw nicely with the pencil. We're gonna draw one circle over here, and we're gonna draw here. So try to draw a little bit curve here. So for dimension, this is very important. So dimension, so the front elevation, I can say this is 1 2 3 4. So this is the front one, this is going to be 4 centimeter, and the height, I can see the height here is going to be 1 2 3 4 5. So it's going to be 5 centimeter. So height is 5 centimeter. And your question is complete. You get 2 marks, easy peasy. So in next question 5, in this question is a reflection question. Shape A can be transferred to shape B by reflection. So this reflection in the x-axis followed by translation C and D. So here we're gonna find the values of you're asking for values of C and D. So yeah, so we're gonna find reflection here. So A is reflected onto B. So we're gonna start from here. You said x-axis followed by a translation CD. So this is our x-axis. I'm gonna highlight x-axis. This is our x-axis. So I'm gonna reflect A here. So how far this corner is 2 boxes, 1 and 2. So 1 and 2. So this is my that. This one is going to be 2. This is going to be here, and over here. Yeah. So you can see how far this third one is. 1 2 3 4 5. So from here 1 2 3 4 5. This is going to be over here. Yeah. So this is my, sorry, got a little problem here. Yeah. So if I draw this triangle over here, yeah, so now this can be reflect over here. So this is my that corner. So now this is translation now. So you can see here, so this was reflection and this is translation. So translation, we move shapes up and down. So if I pick this corner is corresponding to that corner. So we're gonna start from here. So 1 2 3 4 5 6. So we move left, so it's going to be -6, and down is going to be 1. So 1 down is going to be -1. So this is going to be -6 and -1. So C is we moving right or left. So this is going to be -6, and we move down. So this is going to be -1. So this is our answer. So next question. Okay, question number 6. This is a ratio question. So I can see here straight away. This is a ratio question. So I'm gonna read the question. 2 pens in each pack of black pens. So this is important. This is about the black pens. This is red pen and this is green pen. So here we got the ratio as well. So I'm gonna write straight away the question. So the black, I'm gonna write down here for the black, and this is red, and this is going to be green. So I'm gonna write down the ratios. 7 ratio 3:4. And here is 2 pens in each pack of black pens. So this is the pack, so it's 2 pen. So how many total pen is going to be? I just times by 2 for the black, because black is here. So this is going to be times by 2, so this is going to be 14. So this green, how many? Sorry, red is 5 pen, so this is going to be times by 5, so this is going to be 15. And here green is going to be 6, so this times by 6, so this is going to be 24. So you're asking the total of 212 pens are sold, so work out the number of the green pen. So we're going to find the green pen. So this is now, we got all pen now, so you know how to solve the ratio question. If you add, we're going to add all these one now, then divide by 212. So I'm going to add 14 plus 15 plus 24, so this is going to be equal to, this make 53. Now I'm going to divide 212 divided by 53, so 212 divided by 53. So I know if we do 15 3 times 2 is not going to make 212. If I times by 3, 4 times 3 is 12, 4 times 5 is 20, and 21, yeah. So the answer is going to be 4. You can do this, you can use a bus stop method. I'm going to solve very quickly. So this is, answer is 4. So now, so we're going to find for the green pen. So I know the green is here is 24. So I just times 24 by 4. So we got the answer. 4 times 4 is going to be 16. 4 times 2 is 8, 96. So the answer is 96. Guys, in question number 7, so here are two rectangles. So QR is 10, QR is 10, just label it. QR is 10. BC is equal to, so BC is equal to PQ. So I mean, if this is X, this is going to be X as well. I'm just supposing it. The perimeter of ABCD is 26, so P is 26 for this one, and the area of this one is 45. So the area of this rectangle is 45. Then we're going to find the length of AB, which is that bit. We need to find this bit. Okay, let's first start with first. So we need to find this this side X. So if we know this bit, then we can find this bit as well, because both are same, is mentioned over here. Okay, so how are we going to find this one? So 10 times what, you get 45. So this is easy, you can divide it. So 45, because the area, because when you time this by that, you can get this one. I can do, there's a different way to do this question. I do 10 times X is equal to 45, isn't it? Because 10 times X, this is this side, so I can divide 10 both side. I can divide 10 both sides. So X is equal to 45 divided by 10. So X is equal to 4.5. You can do by heart as well. 10 times 4.5 is going to be 45. So means this side is now 4.5. So I got this one now. So this is 4.5. So this is a rectangle. Opposite side is going to be equal. So this is 4.5 as well. Now, so when you add these two, so 4.5 plus 4.5 is going to be 9. Now, so the other two side is going to be equal. So we need to find this side, this side. So if I do 26, because the perimeter is 26, so if I do 26 take away 9, it's going to be 17. So these two add make up to 17. So if I divide it by 2, so this is going to be 8.5. 8.5. This means this side is going to be 8.5. So our answer is 8.5. So you get, in this question you get 4 marks. Look guys, not hard question, was easy question. Okay, in question number 8, we have to find the estimate of the values of 63.5 times 101.7. So we have to estimate it. So I can estimate 63.5. I can do 64, because this is the square root number, so 64 is square root number. times 101. I can do this is 100 and square root it. So we know, so if there's a two number in the square root and times, so we can separate them. So this is going to be 64 root times 100 root. So 64 root is going to be 8 and times 100 root is going to be 10. So 8 times 10 is going to be 80. So you get 2 marks. Easy peasy. So B, little bit tricky, but don't worry, it's not tricky. So 2.3 to power 6 is 148, correct to 3 significant figure. So we're going to find the values of 0.23 to power 6, correct to 3 significant figure. So yeah, it's going to be same. So this is 2.3. We got the hint here, so you need to focus on the hint. So you know 2.3, so we have to do 0.23. So you know, if you do 2.3 divided by 10, so you get 0.23, isn't it? So we're gonna use this concept to solve this part. So okay, so we can do this one. So we know 2.3. Okay, I'm gonna divide by 10. Then I'm gonna write the power of 6 as well, because we're going to find the power of 6. So then this is going to be not 0.23, sorry, no, we're going to leave this one. Okay, so so we can separate them. So 2.3 to power 6, then divide by 10 to power 6. So this is the rule of indices as well. You can do like this. So 2.3 to power 6, we're gonna get 148, definitely 148. Now so 10 to power 6 is means we have a 6 zeros, 1 2 3 4 5 6. What this means, we have to divide it by 10 to by 6 zeros, so means we need to move the decimal to 6 place to the left. So this is like a standard form. So I'm gonna write 148 here. So I'm gonna add the zeros 1 2 3 4. You can add zeros 4 5, just estimate it. So it's 6 zeros, so we need to move the decimal 6 place. The decimal is here, which is, we don't need to write it down, which is hidden. So we're gonna move now 1 2 3 4 5 and 6. So the answer is going to be 0.000148, and this is the answer for that one. Now we're gonna move to the C part. You get 1 mark for this question straight away. In C part, find the values of 5 to power minus 2. So if the power is negative, so you can make this positive. So let's say, so 5 to power minus 2. So let's see, this is 1. So we're gonna flip it. So this is gonna be 1 over 5 to power 2. So when you flip the numbers, so this power become positive. So this is going to be 5 to power 2 is going to be 10. No, it's going to be 25. 5 times 2 is going to be 25 times 5 is going to be 25. 1 over 25. A lot of students do mistake, they do 5 times 2. We're not going to do like this. Next question. Question 9. Work out 3 half times 1 3 or 5. So this is times. So first we need to change into the mixed number. Sorry, this is already mixed number, which we need to change into the fraction. So to change the fraction, we do 2 times 3 is 6. 6 plus 1 is going to be 7 over 2. Then times 5 times 1 is 5. 5 plus 3 is going to be 8. 8 over 5. I think so you know this one, how to change into the fraction. We do time this by that. 3 times 2 is 6. 3 times 2 is 6. Then add the top bit. So 6 plus 1 is going to be 7. So we got 7 over here. Okay, so here we can times. There's a different way to do this question. You can simplify 8 divided by 2. You can do like this, or you can times top with top. I can show you both method. So 8 times 7 is 56. 56 and 5 times 2 is 10. We times top with top and bottom with bottom. So this is going to be 56 over 10. So 56 over 10, so we can simplify, we can divide by 2. So because both comes in 2 times table, so divide it by 2. So divide by 2 here, divide by 2 here. So this is going to be 2 times 2 and 4, 24, and this is going to be 5. So 24 over 5, this is our answer. So other way to do this question, I told you guys. So here 8 divided by 2, you can divide it. This is going to be 4. Then 4 times 7 is going to be 28. 28 divided by 5. Sorry. Yeah, I got this is going to be 16. So this is going to be 28. Sorry, you guys. So yeah, I did mistake. So this is going to be 28 or 5. Yeah. And next question. Okay, in question number 10, so we got a graph. So the two equation of the line is given, so we're gonna find the estimate of x and y. So here we're gonna use a ruler to find the values of x and y. So you can see the two lines meeting at that point. So this point, so you can, with the help of ruler, you can draw a straight line towards the x-axis. You're gonna find this point, so this is going to be 2.2. so x is 2.2, and from here to the y-axis, so with the help of ruler, I don't have a ruler, so I'm going to use my pen. So this is going to be about if you do over here, I think this is going to be, yeah, 1 point, it's going to be negative 1.3. so you get 2 marks. Okay, in these questions we got some data, and complete the table below to show information about the age of the people on coach A. So we need to find the median, lower quartile, upper quartile. So I'm gonna write the formula here. So to find median, so the median formula is straight away n plus 1 divided by 2, and to find the lower quartile, so the lower quartile is n plus 1 divided by 4, because it's a quarter. And to find the upper quartile, so the formula is n plus 1 divided by 4, but we times by 3. So these are the formula. So to find median, so we need to write on the order, which is already there written in the order. So the n is the total number. The total number is given, which is, it says 23. So it's easy. So we're gonna do 23 plus 1 divided by 2. So this is gonna be 24. 24 divided by 2 is gonna be 12. So the 12 number is going to be our median. So let's count. So this is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, so the 59 is our median. So lower quartile, so again, so we do 23 plus 1 divided by 4. So 24 divided by 4 is going to be 6. So the 6th number is going to be lower quartile. So the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the 53 is going to be lower quartile. Upper quartile, so I got 6 here. From here, 6 times 3 is going to be 18. So 18 is going to be our upper quartile. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So 66 is our upper quartile. So we're going to move to the question B now, B part. So this is data for coach A and this is data for coach B. So Richard says that the people on coach A are younger than the people on coach B. So is Richard correct? So to find the answer for this question, we're going to find the median. So the median for coach A is 59, and the median for coach B is 70. So we can see here, so the coach B, the median age is 70 and median age for coach A is 59. So this means the Richard is, yes, he is correct. That's it. Okay, in C part, Richard says that the people on coach A vary more in the age than the people on coach B. Is Richard correct? So to find the answer for these questions, we're gonna use the table. So we're gonna find the interquartile range for both table. Let's find for this table interquartile range. So I can find IQR for table A. So this is going to be upper quartile take away the lower quartile. So upper quartile take away the lower quartile, which is going to be 66 minus 53. So this is going to be 13 years. I can say 13 years. For upper interquartile range for table B is going to be 73 minus 54. 73 minus 54 is going to be 19 years. So I can say that the ages of the table B is varies more. So let's see what the statement says. And the Richard said that the people on a coach A vary more in age than the people on coach B. No, he is wrong, because 19 is greater than 13. So you can say that Richard is wrong. Okay, question number 12. Here are three spheres. So the volume of the sphere Q is 50% more than the volume of the sphere P, and the volume of the sphere R is 50% the volume of sphere Q. So we're gonna find the volume of sphere P as a fraction of the volume of the sphere R. So let's say the volume of this sphere is X. So the Q is going to be, he said, the volume of the sphere Q is 50% more. So let's say this is 1, so this is going to be 100, and then 50% more is going to be 150%. So as a fraction, as a decimal, it's going to be 1.5x. So then the volume of the sphere R is 50% again more than the volume of the sphere Q. So again we do 1.5 times 1.5x. Okay, now so the questions is find the volume of the sphere P, which is x, as a fraction of sphere R. So R is going to be that one. So this is going to be 1.5 times 1.5. 1.5 I can write square x. So x is going to be cancelled with this x. So it's going to be 1 over 1.5 square. So 1.5 if you times together, you're gonna get 2.25. So it's going to be 1 over 2.25. So we're gonna leave as a fraction. This is decimal. So there's a different way to do this question. I'm gonna do this method: 1 divided by 2.25. This is same thing. Now so I can do this one. 1, so divided by 225 divided by 100, sorry, because this is decimals. If I remove the decimal, so after decimal is 2 digits, so I can put the 2 zeros. Now I can change this into the fraction. So this is going to be 1 times 100 over 225. So I got 100 over 225. This one now I can divide it by 5. You can divide it by, yeah, I can divide it by 5. So 100 divided by 5, I got 20. So here I'm gonna get 5 times 4 is 20. Then I got 0. Sorry, so I'm gonna get 5 times 4, then 5 times 5 is 25. I'm gonna get 45. So I can divide by 5 again. So this is going to be 4 over 9. So this is my answer, 4 over 9. So there's other way to do this question as well. If you have a 1 over 2.25, then you times by 2, then you times by 2, then you can get 2 over 4.5. Then if you times double again, then you get 4 over 9, so you get the same answer. It's up to you guys. You can use this method or that method. Okay, next question. Okay, in this question there's a different way to do this question as well. Given that n can be any integer such that n greater than 1, so n is greater than 1, so we're going to prove that n squared minus n is never an odd number. So n squared minus n, so if we factorize this, so n, so this is going to be n minus 1. I just take n outside, so this is going to be n minus 1, you know this one. Okay, so we can see these are the consecutive number, because if this is 1, then this is going to be 0, then this is going to be 0. Then if you put 2 here, 2, then 2 minus 1 is going to be 1. So let's say this is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's see, we're going to replace n by 1. Let's see 1. So it's going to be 1, then 1 minus 1 is going to be 1 minus 1. So this is going to be 0. Okay, if you put 2 there, so it's going to be 2, then 2 minus 1. So this is going to be 2 minus 1 is 1, then this is going to be 2. Let's put 3. So 3, then it's going to be 3 minus 1. So 3 minus 1 is going to be 2. 2 times 3 is going to be 6. So you can put any number. So you look, this is 0, 2, 6. We are always getting the even number. So it's going to be never is going to be odd. So you get 2 marks for this question. Easy peasy. Question number 14. Sorry. For this question, we need to find the exact values of tan 30 and sine 60. So tan 30 is 3 root over 3 times sine 60 is 3 root over 2. To remember these values, I have another video. So there's a different ways, many ways you can find, guys, you can find on the YouTube as well. So how you can remember this tan 30, sine 60, tan 60, there's a different ways. So we're gonna write into the simplest form. So times top with top, so 3 times 3 is going to be 9 root over 6. So 9 root is going to be 3 over 6. So we can divide it by 3 because both comes in 3 times table. So if you divide it by 3, it's going to be 1 over 2. So the answer is half. Easy peasy. Okay, in these questions we have the height of the cone is 10 centimeter. The base of the cone has a diameter of 6. The hemisphere has a diameter of 6 centimeter. The total volume of the shape is k pi centimeter cube, where k is an integer. Work out the values of k. So total shape, if we can see this, one is cone and one is a hemisphere. So the formula is given, is good thing. So okay, so the total volume, so it's going to be k pi, which is given. So I can write the formula here. Total volume is going to be the volume of the cone plus the volume of the hemisphere. Okay, so the total volume is given, which is k pi. So I can say here k pi, and the volume of the cone, so the cone is given 1/3 times by pi radius square. Radius is, this is diameter, which is 6. So the half of 6 is going to be 3. So we're going to do times 3 squared times by height, which is 10. Now plus volume of hemisphere. So this is sphere, so I can write down here. So when you find the volume of hemisphere, we divide it by 2. So if we do 4/3 pi r cube, we do divide by 2. So we do 4/3 pi r cube, then we times half, because there's a 1 here, so we change it to the times, so half. So I can write it down here. So this is the volume of the hemisphere. So I can do half. I can write this half first, then times 4 third times pi times r radius, which is going to be again 3 cube. Yeah, so we can simplify this. So you can see here the pi is here, pi is here, pi is here, so pi is everywhere, so we can cancel this out. So I'm going to cancel pi cancel from everywhere, so I got k here, so 1/3. Now I got here 3 squared, which is going to be 9, then times 10 plus, I can times if you want, you can do it. You can do 4 divided by 2 is going to be 2, so we got 2/3 here, and times 3 cube is going to be 27. So we carry on. So here, so 10 times 9 is going to be, you can do 9 divided by 3 is going to be 3, then 3 times 10 is going to be 30, plus 27 divided by 3 is going to be 9, 9 times 2 is going to be 18. Hope you understand this step. So 30 plus, so k is going to be 30 plus 18 is going to be 48. This is our answer, and you get 4 marks for this easy question because the formula was given there. Question number 16. Okay, in these questions, so there's a lock is given, so each dial here can be set to one of the number 1 2 3 1 to 5. So means here, so this number is going to be from 1, then 2 3 4 and 5, and same on the second dial and the third dial as well. So the question is that work out the number of the different 3-digit numbers that can be set for the combination lock. So here, so the first dial, so you have a 5 different ways, isn't it? Because you can choose 1 and then 2 3 4 5. Same for the second one, second dial, you have a 5 chances as well, because the number is from 1 to 5. And again for the third dial, you have a 5 chances again. So when you times together, 5 times 5 times 5 is going to be 125. So you have 125 combination lock. Okay, so the B part, how many of the possible 3-digit numbers have 3 different digits? Okay, for this question is a little bit tricky questions. So the first one, you could have a 5 ways. How you in a 5 ways? Because you have a number from 1 2 3 4 and 5, so it doesn't matter which number you can choose, so you have a 5 ways. Okay, so in the second one, for the second, you're gonna have, you got the answer, you're gonna have a 4 ways. How? Because if you choose first, in the first one, if you choose 1 here, then you can't choose 1 again here, because we need to find the different one, how many is going to be different digits. Make sense? So it's going to be 4, then 4 number left you can choose from here. Okay, again, so third one, you got the answer, we're gonna have a 3 ways. Why? Because if we choose 1 and 2, then you can't choose 1 and 2 again, so you can't choose 1 and 2 again, so means we have then 3 number left, so then we have a 3. Then if we times 5 times 4 times 3, so 5 times 4 is going to be 20, 20 times 3 is going to be 60, so we have a 60 different digit. This answer for this question. Okay, for question number 17, so you can see this ratio question. I can explain you a little bit. If you have a ratio like a 4:5, you can write it down. 4/5 is same thing, isn't it? So I'm going to do same thing here. So x ratio 3x plus 5, I'm going to write like this, x squared over 3x plus 5, same thing, and this is going to be 1/2. So we're going to find the values of x now. So this is called cross multiplication. I can do 2 times by that and this times by that. So 2 times x squared is going to be 2x squared, and this time by that it's going to be 3x plus 5. I can bring all this number on the one side. So this is going to be 2x squared minus 3x minus 5 is equal to 0. So there's a different way to do this question. Okay, let's find we can make the factor of this one. So we're going to use the AC method. We do 2 times 5, which is going to be 10. So we're going to find two numbers. When you times, you get 10, and when you add or take away, you get 3. So I know 2 times 5 is going to be 10. So if we do 5 take away 2, we got minus 3. I'm going to write this one. So 2x squared, I'm going to write minus 5x plus 2x minus 5. So this is called AC method. So this is another video, so you can check how you can explain this one. Is equal to 0. So I'm going to make the factor, this factor. So from here I can take 2x common. So x, then we got 2x minus 5. So here I got plus 1. So this is going to be 2x minus 5. It's going to be 0. So this means I'm going to write down here. So x plus 1, I'm going to write together x plus 1, and this is going to be 2x minus 5 equal to 0. 2x minus 5. This one I'm going to write together. So this one is going to be x plus 1 equal to 0, or 2x minus 5 equal to 0. So x is equal to minus 1, plus 1 goes on the other side, or so this one is going to be, I'm going to write straight with the answer 5/2, because this is the solving equation. So we got two values of x, minus 1 and 5/2. That's easy peasy. You get 4 marks for doing easy question here. So my question number 18. Okay, in this question, so 3 root plus 12 root, we need to write in the form of a root 3. So here this is like a simplified surds. So 3 root, so plus 12 root, I can write it down 4 times 3. So 3 root, so it's going to be, so when there's a surd, two number into surd, we can write separately. This is the rule, we can do this one. So this is going to be 3 root, so 4 root is going to be 2 root 3. Now, so how to do this question now? A lot of students do mistake here. Look, if you have a plus 2a, you can write it down 3a, guys, isn't it? So same thing, let's say there's a 1 here, so we can add these together. So 2 plus 1 is going to be 3 root 3. So the answer is going to be 3 root 3. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. So okay, B part. Okay, this is 3 marks question. Looks hard, but it's not hard, guys. Easy. So forget about the root 7 first write 1 over root 3. So we need to rationalize it. You know how to rationalize it. So we're going to write 3 root at the top, 3 root at the bottom, same thing. So times top with top, it's going to be 3 root. So 3 root times 3 root is going to be 3, because 3 root times 3 root is going to be 9 root. 9 root is going to be 3, so we can write straight with 3. So now, so the answer for this one, I can put the power now. So power 7. So it means I'm going to write 3 root 7 times. So 3 root, let's write 3 root times 3 root 1 2 3 4 5 6 and 7. So I'm going to write underneath 3 7 times as well. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 and 7. Okay, now we need to simplify this, because we need to write in the form of this one, and this now look like this. So 3 root times 3 root, I told you what is this going to be, our 3, isn't it? So this is going to be 3 for that, and we got 3 here as well times 3, and we got 3 here as well times 3, and we got 3 root is going to be as it is, and we got 7 here. 1 2 3 4 5 6 and 7. So we got 3 here, 3 threes. So 3 3 is going to be cancelled with these 3 threes. So we got 3 at the top. We got 3 times 3 is 9. 9 times 3 is 27. 27 times 3 is going to be 81. So we got the answer, this one. question 19. So given that is this value, so means you can see here this is square, so this is the completed the square method. We're going to find the values of a and b. So I'm going to write down x squared minus 6x plus 1 x minus a squared minus b. So I'm going to make the square here as well. So to do the completed square, there's a different way to do this question. So I use, so the coefficient of, so means coefficient means the number with x, which is 3. So half of, sorry, which is 6, half of 6 is 3. So I'm going to do x squared minus 6x plus 1, so is 3. So you add 3 squared minus 3 squared as well. That's it. Okay, I'm going to do this step over here, you're not getting confused. So x squared minus 6x plus 1, so plus 3 squared is going to be 9 minus 9 as well, because when you cancel this out, this you will get the same thing, which is over here. Okay, we're going to make the complete square now. So I'm going to make the complete square. So I'm going to do x squared minus 6x. So I'm going to do, I'm going to put plus 9 over here, and plus, I'm going to put into the bracket. So this plus 1 and minus 9 and minus 9 together. So this one makes now completing square, which is going to be x minus 3 squared, and this become minus 8. So if you solve this bit, you will get this answer definitely. So the answer for this bit, I'm going to write straight away, is going to be x minus 3 squared minus 8 is equal to x minus a squared minus b. So there, guys, there's another video I explain how you can do the completing the square method. You can watch my video. So here this is corresponding to a, so means a is equal to 3 and b is equal to, you can see here, b is 8, so b is 8. So we got this answer straight away. Okay, to b part, we're going to find the coordinates of the turning point of the graph. So when this question come, this question is always related to the a part. So this one, we know the answer for this one, y is equal to, we done this one, this is x minus 3 squared minus 8. So okay, we need whole explanation how you find the turning point of the equation. So this is a positive, so the graph is going to be like this, so means turning point is going to be over here. Okay, I'm not going to explain all these things. So we're going to find the values of x and y here. So mean the minimum point, so turning point is a minimum point. So the y is going to be minus 8 over here, so this one is going to be this one, and x1, look, what number you put here, then you get 0. If you put 3 here, minus 3 is going to be 0, so the x is going to be 3 over here. So I'm just explaining simply, but there's a whole method and concept for this one as well, so watch my another video. Okay, this question, how many marks, let me check the marks, is 4 marks, and the question is very easy peasy lemon squeezy. Okay, so h is inversely proportional to p, so I can say that h is inversely, so h is inversely means it's going to be 1 over p, and p is directly proportional to t root. So I'm going to write down here p is directly proportional to t root, and this is inversely, this is directly, so we can write like a 1 over p. So then given the values of h, t and p is given, then we can write the formula of h in terms of t. So don't be confused, just it's going to be easy. So h is going to be now k over p, so we're going to rewrite like this, and now we're going to put the values of h to find k. So h is 10, so 10 is equal to k, our p is 6, so to find k we times by 6 here, so 60, so k is 60. Now we're going to put the values of k over here, because this is our main equation. So h is going to be k is 60 over p. Now to solve this bit, so we're going to do p is equal to k t root. Again, p is 6 again, k, t is going to be 144 root, so 6 k times 12, you got it. 144 root is going to be 12. So now we're gonna divide it by 12 both sides, so 6 over 12 is going to be k, so this means k is going to be half. Now we're gonna put k over here, so this implies that p is equal to t root over 2, which is half, is same thing. Now we're gonna find h in form of t, so means h is here and the p, so the values of p is given, which is p is t root over 2, so I can put it over here. So I'm gonna write it down. H is equal to 60 over p, so here I'm gonna put the values of p, which is that one, is going to be t over 2, t root over 2. So to do this one, h, I can do 60 divided, because this whole thing is divided, t root over 2, so this become our fraction. So I can do 60, I can change into the KCF, keep, change into the times and flip this one, KCF, t over root t, and times top with top is going to be 120, 60 times 2 is going to be 120 over t root, and that's our answer. You can leave as it is and you get 4 marks, easy peasy. And this in the form of p, h, sorry. Okay, to do these questions, so the f of x is given, which is 3x minus 1, so we're going to find the inverse fraction of x here. So to do this question, there's a different way to do this question. So first, whatever the question is given, let's say y is equal to 3x minus 1, then we're going to make x subject here, means we need to make x alone. So how you can do this one, you can minus 1, you can add 1 both side, so this become y plus 1 is equal to 3x. I just add 1 both side. So now I need to divide by 3 here, because this is times, so divide by 3 here, divide by 3 here, so it's going to be y plus 1 over 3 is equal to x. Now I got x is equal to y plus 1 divided by 3. Now our half question is complete. Now what you're gonna do, so when you find the inverse function, just change y with x, this is your answer. So this y become x plus 1 over 3. So that's it. In my another video I show you completely how you can do this inverse function. Okay, to do b part, I'm gonna just write the values again. So he's saying here f of x is equal to 3x minus 1, and g of x is equal to x squared plus 4. Okay, to do this question, okay, so we have f g of x is equal to 2g f of x. Okay, so you should know how to do this question as well. So it's a f g of x, so means f taking g function, so f of x is 3x minus 1, so this x we're gonna replace the values of g, so we're gonna write 3, and because we got x, we're gonna put the values of g, which is x squared plus 4, so 3 bracket x squared plus 4, then we got minus 1. Hope so you understand. So f g of x means we're gonna put the values of g into f function, which is this one. So 2 g f of x. Now we're gonna put the values of f into g function. So we got 2 lot of g f of x, which is going to be x squared plus 4. So x squared is going to be the values of f of x, which is 3x minus 1 squared plus 4. Hope so you understand. Okay, I'm gonna put the bracket here because this 2 times with all these values. Now I'm gonna simplify this. This is going to be 3x squared plus 12 minus 1 2. Okay, I'm gonna simplify this as well. So this is gonna be, I can do 3x minus 1, and I can do 3x minus 1, and this is gonna be plus 4. Okay, to do this one 2, so this is gonna be 9x squared minus 3x minus 3x plus 1, and this plus 4, I can write it down now. So this is going to be 2 9x squared minus 6x, this is going to be plus 5. Now I can expand the bracket. This is going to be 18x squared minus 12x plus 10. Now so this is going to be 3x squared plus 12 minus 1 equal to 18x squared minus 12x plus 10. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put all this value on this side, then this become negative, so this becomes 0 here, and this is going to be 18x squared minus 12x plus 10 minus this 3x squared minus 12 minus 1. So we're gonna get 18 take away 12 is going to, sorry, 18 take away like terms is going to be 15x squared minus 12x. We don't have added any other x, so we're going to leave as it is. So plus 10, sorry, we got minus 1, sorry, this become plus 1 here. Yeah, so now plus 10 minus 10, you get minus 2, minus 2 plus 1, you get minus 1, and this is our answer. We need to prove this bit, and you can see here. Yeah, so here we're gonna prove this. We already proved it. That's it. Okay guys, we reach at the last question. So this is probability questions. I'm gonna read the main part. So this is the probability of the red and the green, so it means we're gonna use red and green on that. So the probability that is the counter is green, so the probability of green is 3/7. So this means the probability of red is gonna be 4/7. Okay, the counter is put back in the bag, so 2 more red counters and the three more green counters are put in the bag. Okay, I'm gonna try to solve this question in terms of ratios. So I'm gonna write down here R green red ratio green. So this so the R is 4, I can see here is 4, and the ratio is going to be, green is going to be 3. Okay, now so 2 more red counters and 3 more green counters are put in the bag. So I'm going to use this one again. So 4, let's say this is going to be x, so 2 more red, so we add 2 more red, ratio how many green is 3, so we're gonna say 3x plus 3. Okay, we got this ratios. Then the probability, now the probability the green counter is 6/3, 6/13, sorry. Then what this means, then the probability of green, so the probability of red is going to be 7/13. So makes sense. Okay, I wrote this is 4. Okay, so this ratio is gonna be equal to, this probability is gonna be 7 ratio 6. Makes sense, because this is the probability of red, which is 7 we got from here, and this ratio 6 we got from here, so these both are equal. Now we got equation, we can solve this one now. Little bit room. Okay, now I told you before this one in previous question, so ratio we can write into the divide, so 4x plus 2, I can write it down 3x plus 3, and this is going to be 7/6. Now I'm gonna find cross multiplication, this like this implies that, so 6 a lot of 4x plus 2 equal to 7 3x plus 3. So this is going to be 24x plus 12, and this is going to be 21x plus 21. So I'm going to bring x on the one side, so 24x minus 21x, and 21 minus 12, this is going to be 3x, and this is going to be 9. So x is equal to 3. Now we're going to put the values of x back. So the original amount of red is 4x, so it was 4x. So I can say 4 times 3 is going to be 12. So means red is 12, and for green it's going to be 3 times 4. 3 times 3. So it's going to be 3x. So it's going to be 3 times 3, which is 9. Yeah, so this is the end of the paper. Hope so you understand, and this will help you for your exam preparation. Thanks.